What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Tom and Will FPL show. My name is Tom.
And my name is Will. Welcome back, everyone. Hey, Tommy.
Whoa! That was loud in my ears.
Sorry.
That's right, mate. How are you, William? How's things, mate?
I'm all right. I took a bit of a turn after last week's show. I battled last week's show, and then after that, that was if you said let's record tomorrow, my goodness, I wouldn't have been able to do it. And I'm still struggling a little bit, but I'm feeling today's the first day that I'm feeling like a little bit more normal.
Well, I've been excited to speak to you. I feel like I haven't really, obviously, with you being ill and me working, I haven't spoken to you, man. I was quite excited about catching up today.
Me too. It's been a busy one. I guess it's just the time of year.
Well, I've just been whacked out. Like, when did we record? Last Tuesday, last Wednesday?
Tuesday.
And then I had the Christmas do on Thursday night. And then Saturday, I had a little social with the boys who I play football with. Went and saw Oxford versus Sheffield Wednesday. Don't know if you know this, Will. The Oxford Stadium, the Kassam Stadium, it's only got 3 stands.
Really?
Yeah, it's a championship side.
Wow.
Only got 3 stands. If you were like a 12-year-old kid, you'd just be hanging out behind the goal because you just like collecting balls. There's another one, boys! Go, go, go! You have like a little organisation ready to go and collect all the balls.
Oh, I love it. I got to check that out.
Oxford got smashed up. Manager got sacked after the game.
Did they? Well, not the only one. Not the only one.
Yeah, busy weekend for manager sackings, wasn't it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I thought the Saints were going to stick with Russell Martin because they've been playing some decent stuff, and it just looked like they were going to just wait until next season. He's a good championship manager, and they'll bring him back up. But I think it was just like you've been absolutely battered in this game. 5-0 at half time. It's like, it's not a good look, is it?
Do you know what was a really bad look? And I think it was a sackable offence, in my opinion. If my manager did this, if of a team that I support, or even if I was playing for or part of, the fact that he walked off before half time and into the dressing room, then Tottenham scored their 5th goal. Like, he was down, and yeah, sure, it was in added time of the second half. It doesn't matter. You walk off with the players, even if you're angry. As soon as the whistle blows, off you go. But to walk off beforehand, I thought that was such a bad look, like really bad.
Can you imagine what he felt like? Like, fuck, 4-0, mate. This is the worst half. I'm gone. Like, plodding up down the tunnel, and you can just hear he's gonna have a goal. Fuck! God.
It must have been like that. Like, all the fact that the coaches or whatever, the assistant team, like his personnel would have come in and been like, they were like he started screaming at the players, just being like, 4 goals in one half is unacceptable, and them at the back just being like, who's gonna
Russell? Russell?
excuse me, it was 5. It's just oh mate, but yeah, it's a shame
because they're gonna get. And funnily enough, who I saw at the weekend, Sheffield Wednesday's manager has been linked with the Southampton job. And I've got to say, Sheffield Wednesday, tight little unit. They play some fantastic football. But that's how Southampton do it, don't they? They get the championship managers in. I hope that it works out. But tough. I think it's too little too late. They're not going to stay up, whoever comes in. No.
Do you think that there's going to be any kind of... Like, obviously, manager bounce is a thing. Otherwise, we wouldn't sort of like say it so regularly. But... like, it's such a hard task to come in at this moment for like a newly promoted team who's at the bottom of the stack. It's like, is there such a thing as a manager bounce? Like, with the fixtures they've got coming up as well.
No easy games.
There's no easy games in the Premiership Cup League.
Yeah. Other big news that we haven't talked about yet is the mystery chip is no longer a mystery. It's out there. Will, can I get your thoughts?
That was dropped. That was announced just as we finished recording.
Oh God, yeah, we were fucked off, guys. We were really fucked off.
That would have been great.
2 hours after we finished recording.
Mystery chip. I mean, look, we said that we didn't think that they knew what it was going to be. I think they had a handful of options, and this probably was one of them. I've yet to really dive deep into it. I've got some other stuff sort of needing to sort it out, but I get it, and I understand the chip.
Give me one word, right? Look, mystery chip. It's been revealed. Can I get one word answer as to how you feel about
it? Interesting. But I don't know.
I think my word, I think it would be like overkill or excessive. Like, I think it's good, and I'm warming up to it. But like the first time I saw it, I was just like, "There's so many like moving parts to this." Do you know what I mean? And I just think it like alienates the casual manager. Like, if you're engaged and you're like involved and you're planning, making plans rather than just like week by week, like so many managers out there are. It's just like, you know, you're kind of tying yourself into something that maybe you don't have a full understanding of for like 3 weeks. Do you know what I mean? So it's tough. And it's just a lot of moving parts, lots to consider.
It's. I mean, that's the one that you're absolutely right. The one thing that I was like reflecting on it as you were talking just then, I'm like, it's already hard enough at times, like being like with all of the different pieces that you have to take, like fixtures here, 5 games in advance, like being ahead of things, and then to add in another element for a long time. And also,
it doesn't come in until game week 24. 24. So you've got even less time to use a 3-week chip.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
If we had it from the start and then they introduced I don't know. It would be interesting to have it from the start, because it would have opened up a few more different options, obviously. But obviously, what does come into play is it is quite a powerful chip, especially for these double game weeks. Obviously, it takes money, so you've got to start planning your team to get the money for the better managers, or do you take a punt on like a new manager who's doing really well, and if they have a chance to beat some of the higher placed teams, you get even more points? You know, it's like, it's complicated. Is the word actually not interesting? It's complicated.
Yeah. So basically, just to sum up very quickly for those of you who don't know, I'm sure you all do know. You choose a manager, you get them for 3 weeks. You can be swapping your managers week to week. Obviously, it's going to cost you a transfer, but you get 6 points for a win, 3 points for a draw. You get a point for every goal scored, and a clean sheet. And then if you play someone who's 5 league places above you, you get 10 points for a win, 5 points for a draw. So there's a little bonus there. And I mean, obviously, by game week 24, the whole scope on the Premier League might have changed. But my early thoughts are, if Man City keep going as they are, they could be dropping down the table. Maybe game week 24, they might start turning their season around. Man City finish strong, and they might be able to pick up some points against a lot of teams who are above them. You know, by then Pep might be gone, Moyes might be in at that stage, and then it's a different vibe. Do you know what I mean? I'm messing around, but you know what I mean. Like, there's a lot to consider, but yeah, there might be some opportunities here and there. Obviously, double game weeks, we'll get more information, but yeah, lots to think about, and yeah, it's too early really to kind of come up with a conclusive plan as to when's going to be played. Yeah, it's tough. 3 weeks is tough to plan for, but fuck it. We'll come back to that later down the line. So on today's show, everybody, we will be picking our 5-a-side teams for game week 17. We'll do a quick rundown of game week 16 and let you know how we got on with our personal teams, and then we'll be looking ahead to game week 17 and go through the moves that we will be making. We'll do transfers and captains, and then we'll finish with Footballer 20 questions, where this week I'm throwing it over to Will to guess. But first, let's do some Green Arrow shout-outs. I just need to find my shades, Will. Hold tight. Here we go.
I need to get better shades.
Worse the better. Ready? This is to all the guys smashing it up in game week 16 with the Green Arrows. We've got Jonathan Mackey. He got a Green Arrow of 332k. We've got FPL Webby, 94k. Green's a green, Will. And then we've got Herman Evesu. Herman Evesu, one of my favourite managers. I'm sure this is not how you pronounce his team name, but all I can see, I just say what I see, guys. The team name looks to me like it says Taste Ass. Taste Ass. TASS TASS. Tastas. He got a green arrow of 40k. He's up to 18k overall. We got Dave Sweeney. Dave Sweeney, 458k. Green arrow. Sweeney. We've got Augustus Muffo, 520k. Green arrow. And then we've got my boy Will. Another nice little green arrow, Willie. 640k. Climbing. The climb is real, mate. The climb is real. Well done to you guys. You smashed it. Come on.
Huge green arrows all round there, man. Very impressive. Man, Herman, 18k. Oof. Yeah. Dreams. The dreams.
So Herman, Dave, and Augustus, and your good self, Will, all in the Will and Tom mini league. Guys, if you're not involved in the mini league, jump in. You know what I mean? The link's in the bio. The join code is MUOMWR. Get involved. We keep an eye on your progress. As you can see, we'll highlight your green arrows, and you could be getting your name read out next week. By the way, if you win the mini league, you're going to get yourself a nice Premier League shirt for next season, courtesy of me and Will.
Yes, sir.
Right, that's enough of that. FPL 5 aside, last week. So Will's team, we had Raya, Van Heck, Mitoma, Iwobi, and Jackson. They were up against my team of Alisson, Pedro Porro, Bruno Fernandes, Nomi Madueke, and Cody Gakpo. Will, how'd you get on, bro?
I didn't do too bad, but not great. I mean, what did I do? I got a total of 20 points in the end after all of the weird little cheeky bonus points at the end there. Raya 6, Van Hex 1, Matoma 2, Obi 2, Jackson 9. So total 20. But UTK did very well, didn't you?
Smashed it, mate. So I bought in Alisson. Fancied a little cheeky 6-pointer of Alisson, or at least some save points. Liverpool obviously had a rough time with Robbo getting sent off after 17 minutes played. Most of the game with 10 men, it was tough, and the whole scope for that game changed. So he got me 1 point. But then after that, it was nothing but hits, my brother. Pedro Porro, 6 points. Bruno Fernandes, 9 points. Against Man City, by the way, called it just right. Madueke, 7 points. Cody Gakpo. I mean, I nailed it, bro. Do you know what I mean?
You really did.
Absolutely nailed it. Cody Gakpo, 9 points, total of 32. That's 2 for 2. I've done him again. We move on. Yeah, it was a strong week.
If only you had those players in your actual team.
Fuck! I hate when he's so right. We'll come to my team in a bit. If
only we all had those players in our team. My goodness.
If only we could just have 3 hits every week, then I could call it. But I'm unfortunately just shifting shit all the time and struggling to wrangle bits. Okay, so let's look ahead to game week 17. So, guys, the reason we do FPL 5-a-side is because we want to outline to you the players that you should be looking at going ahead into game week 17. It's the players that we think we're going to do well, and maybe it's worth getting them in. Go on, Will. As you lost again, do you want to kick us off?
Do you know what I was going to say?
With a little goalkeeper.
I was going to say, do you know what? You can go first if you want, but no, I'll take it. I am going to go with... considering of what we've just discussed about Southampton having a bit of a tough time and, them not potentially doing so well, they are struggling to score goals, I'm going to go with Leno for Fulham in goal. They've got Southampton at home at 2 o'clock on Sunday. So I'm going to stick in a Leno for my goalkeeper.
Okay. Sure, not bad. He's strong. Fulham are playing some lovely stuff at the moment.
Very strong.
I think it needs to be. I think I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with the Chelsea goalkeeper, Mr. Robert Sanchez, away to Everton on Sunday. Everton are playing well at the moment. really strong defensively. Pickford's now the leading goalkeeper, point scorer. They've had 6 clean sheets this season, but they're not scoring goals. And
True.
Chelsea aren't bad defensively, so I think Robert Sanchez in goal works for me.
But I mean, all the Chelsea fans, I can hear you going under your breath, going like, "Oh!" And so many of the people that have backed like people like Colwell in their defence, they give away such loose goals at the end. And it's so frustrating for those clean sheets. I mean, it's lovely for the people that don't want those clean sheets, but my goodness, it's frustrating. Really frustrating.
Maybe they're due. Maybe they're due.
And against Everton, I mean, that's if you can't keep clean sheet against the non-scoring Everton, then this is where DCL scores a hat-trick. He's not even starting at this point, is he? I don't think so.
Imagine.
Anyway, so defenders. I think I am going to go with this is another little rogue one. Oh, am I going to do it? Nah. Yeah. No, I'm just gonna. I think I'm just gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Gabriel actually, just because Arsenal are. I know they didn't score last week. I know Crystal Palace are. They're away to Crystal Palace 5:30 on Saturday. But I just like his goal threat. Like I want him in my team. I can't get to him at the moment. But they're tricky still against corners. He's a massive goal threat. So I think I'm gonna go with Gabriel.
Yeah, decent. Yeah, came back, got 3 bonus points, didn't he?
Rare. What about you, Pick? Cool.
So I think for my defender picking up very similar to what you were talking about, obviously with Fulham, I know you went Leno, at home to Southampton, managerless Southampton, one of the most informed defenders in the league at the moment, Anthony Robinson. Another 2 assists for him against Liverpool. He's in great form at the moment. Kind of player who should be playing every week for you rather than sitting on your bench like what I've been doing with him and playing Ryan Aït-Nouri instead. Fortunately for me, Ryan Aït-Nouri is not available this week, so Robinson will be starting and he's going to be playing in my 5-a-side team also.
Good. I like that a lot. Right, so midfielders. I think I am going to go for another bit of a rogue one. I'm going to go with Nottingham Forest at Brentford. And I know Brentford they played really well last week, obviously. But I'm going to go with Callum Hudson-Odoi for Forest. But just
taking on the mighty Brentford at home. I like it. I mean, they're just open. It's a shit pick. That's why I like it.
It's not. It could easily be like 3-3 that game.
What's Callum Hudson and Doyle been up to recently?
Not much, but he's still involved.
Nah, nothing.
I should have actually gone with Gibbs. Should have actually gone with Gibbs White. I'll change mine to Morgan Gibbs White. In fact. It's just his minutes, but maybe he was injured. I'm not sure. The minutes on Gibbs White. Basically, I just want to go with that fixture because, in fact, I should probably just go with Mbeumo. Let's start that one again. A completely different team altogether. I just like the fixture. No, the thing is, I just like the fixture, and I'm like,
there's just going to be goals in that fixture. I don't care who I have and what team they are. It's all I'm targeting is who's going to score the most goals. It's going to be 5-5. Everyone's going to score. It's going to be great.
I mean, one thing you know about Brentford is it's going to be an exciting game. So
you going for a Brentford pick or a Nottingham Forest pick, mate? Well, I don't know where you're at.
I'll go with Gibbs White. I'll change to Gibbs White. If not, if he doesn't get 90 minutes, then it's Callum Hudson.
What do you mean? Commit, you fucker. Right. Next words that come out of your mouth. There you go. Gibbs White.
Gibbs White.
Okay. Got there in the end, didn't we, guys? Who was I going to pick? I had a great pick. Oh, no, I was going to have him, but I've already had him, actually.
Who?
I was going to say... No, I'm not going to tell you because you're using for your next pick. Because I fancy...
No, I won't. I promise you I won't. I promise you I won't. I can't help but smile. That's not fair. Go on. Who are you going to pick?
I really like the look of Jared Bowen this weekend at home
Such
to
a good
Brighton
idea.
and misfiring Brighton. Brighton are not quite at it at the moment. William?
Who are you going to pick then?
I'll tell you who I want to pick is Diogo Jota, mate.
Jota the Slotter. Interesting.
Did you see his goal? Did you see how slick he was? It looked like he'd not been away, mate. Honestly, it was disgusting, that goal. Gave him the eyes from like 20 yards out, mate. Do you know what I mean? Just sat him down. Do you sit down? I'm just going to pop it in that corner. It was lovely. And I saw it like, Jota the Slaughter. He is back. Oh, God, I love that guy. God, we've missed him, mate. Do you know what I mean? He's done more in 20 minutes than Darwin's done in, 20 games.
You finished?
Go on then.
I mean, I've got a couple of ideas, but they've now gone out the window.
All I can think about now, weirdly, is Jared Bowen. I can only think of one name.
No, I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna go with who you put, a pick that you picked last week, and I mean he's gonna fail me because obviously I have a soft spot. But seeing as you went for a Jota, I'm gonna go with a Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah. Okay.
Because there was something quite magical that happened at the weekend, but we can come back to that. You carry on. What's your next pick?
Just going slightly off piste here. Have you ever heard of the game? Some people, listeners might. It's called Lebom, Lebom. I don't know how you pronounce it. It's like an abbreviation of some kind. I don't know what it stands for. But you do picks. Everyone puts in like a fiver, and it's like correct picks. Me and my boys have started doing it. We've done it for 3 weeks in a row, and I've won all 3, and they fucking hate me. And they basically said before this week, they were like, if TK does it again, I'm deleting this app. Like, it's game over.
Well,
and it got
understand.
to like, so basically you predict each of the Premier League picks, right? And if you get the correct score, you get 20 points. If you get the correct result, you get 6 points.
Sorry, yeah,
right?
yeah.
And we did the Saturday, and I was leading after the Saturday. I was like, guys, look, I can see the storm coming. I'm just going to get ahead of it. You need to just focus your attention inward. Between all of them, right? No one had a single correct pick. And then I'd picked the correct score for Man United, Man City. And they were like, well, to be fair, you kind of deserve it just on that. I was like,
yeah,
fucking mate.
So rogue.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, it was a good win, mate. Very good win. And, very quickly, mate, Marcus Rashford, I think his Man United career seems all but over.
It's I don't, let's not get into it too much because I feel quite passionately about this. But
you're going to get emotional.
No. Well, it's sad to see him go, but I actually.
Jesus.
He's done something really stupid because. He's not even mentioned it to Amorim. Like, they've not had a conversation. The press conference was just a few minutes, like an hour ago, and the whole of the conversation of the press conference was to do with Rashford. Nothing to do with the win against City and how amazing it was. It was so annoying. And the fact that Amorim's like, I'm just going to try and get the best out of Marcus Rashford because I haven't spoken to him yet. Whereas the whole PR team yesterday released a whole statement and everything. I just find it... I was in the favour of him.
It's bad form.
I was in favour of him to being like, look, good luck, man. Like, good on you. Like, really hope you do well wherever you go. But now I'm just like, I just feel like his PR team and his player... it's just wrong. I don't know. He's forgotten football, and it's all about his image and his new girlfriend. So yeah, get fucked.
It's a real shame. Like, he's really throwing his toys out the pram. Like, he gets dropped once, and then he's leaving. Do you know what I mean? He's like, I'm ready for a new challenge. Like, mate, come on, bro. Talk about a violin. How big is that violin, mate? Like, I'm gonna go. I'm off. One game you got dropped for, and then you beat City, which is an emotional match. He obviously felt gutted that he wasn't a part of that. Probably feels quite hurt that he wasn't needed for it.
He wasn't needed.
Yeah.
I said to Spike, I was like, we're better without those two. Without doubt. We're better without them.
I think there's an argument to say with Garnacho is, look, you've served your punishment. He could, because he's a young lad, rather than like string it out, I could see him just chucking him straight in the starting lineup in the next game. Maybe tomorrow night against Spurs. To be fair, actually,
I think
it's probably important he doesn't string it out too long, as he is young. Just get him back in the side, get him back part of the team, integrate him back, and because we know he's an asset. If Rashford is out, then this is Garnacho's time to step forward and grab that spot on the left side. All right, going back to five-a-side. So a little deviation there. Where are we up to? My second midfielder pick, or your second midfielder pick? Who did you choose?
I picked Bruno.
Oh yeah. Okay. Do you know who I'm going to go for? Slam dunk, because since I took him out of my team, he's hauled in the last 2 matches. So I'm not bringing him back into my team, but I can just dip him in for this week for five-a-side. And really wind Will up and get him Mr. Brian Bumo.
Yeah, that's what fair.
What are you thinking of him, Will? What are you?
I should have gone Jared Bowen. I should have gone... No. Nice. All right. Up front, oh God, yeah, it's like, do we just continue to target Southampton and go Raul Jimenez? No, I think I'm going to go with... I'm going to go Nicholas Jackson this week. Everton, although tricky, I think just Nicholas Jackson is a safe bet.
Okay. For the final pick for Tom, I'm going to go Isak. I'm not going to overthink this one. I'm just going to pop him in away to Ipswich. He's another player I would love in my real FPL team, but I can't get to him currently. So I'll bring him in for this, please. Alexander Isak. Best of luck, Will.
Good luck, mate.
Thanks, mate. Right. Game week 16.
Yeah, let's get to
the good stuff. How did you get on, mate, with your main team there?
Bloody brilliant. Thanks very much. I had a very, very good week. Moves made this week. I rolled as well. So no transfers. A full 64 points. And I had Raya in goal for 6 points. I had Vardiol for 7 points, a cheeky little goal against the best team in the league, Manchester United. I had Pau Torres for 1 point, and I had Mr. Lewis Hall for 15 points for Newcastle. Did incredibly well with his 2 assists and a clean sheet. Had Gordon in the midfield with an assist and clean sheet. Saka 6 points. Gordon. Saka for 3 points. Palmer for 3 points. Captain Mo Salah for 10. Cunha picked up 9 points with a goal and then potentially a red card at the end of the game, which is still pending. And I guarantee once we finish the show, they'll probably be like, he's suspended for 3 games or whatever. But we'll come back to that. João Pedro for 2 points and Ivan Nilsson for 2 points. And my bench did absolutely nothing apart from Fabianski got 4. So 64 points. Bloody good week. Up by a huge old 600k or whatever it was. I'm on the road to 1 million. I'll see you there.
Well done, mate. Well done.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was a strong week. Very strong week for you, dude.
Some luck. It's about time I had some luck. I've been unlucky for a while, but yeah, a bit lucky with the assist from Lewis Hall, one of them. And yeah, not bad. I'm very happy with that. How about you? You didn't do so well, did you?
Oh mate, it was a tough week, bro.
Yeah.
I was so. Do you know what? Usually I could accept it more. I was so confident going into this week. As we said last week, everyone's teams looked like 3 hit teams. Like the fixtures were really there to be taken. I really fancied a haul, and it was really not to be in the end. I got 40 points. You want to know how? You want to know how? Yeah. I got Raya got me 6 points. Trent obviously was hampered by 10 men for 62 minutes or whatever it was. Then I bought in Timber for Vardiol last week. Timber got me a clean sheet. Ryan Ait-Nouri got me -2. Thanks, Ryan. Morgan Rogers 2 points. Saka 3 points against Everton. Mo Salah's 5 points. I captained Cole Palmer. He got me 3 points, doubled to 6. And then my front line, obviously I had Ivan Nilsson. I thought he was going to do better at home to West Ham. 2 points for him. Strand Larson, again, I thought I kind of fancied him to do something against Ipswich, home to Ipswich. 2 points from him. And then I had Nicholas Jackson for 9 points. Also, as I mentioned earlier, I had Robinson on the bench, Anthony Robinson on the bench for 6 points, which would have been really great if I'd played him. But against Liverpool, didn't really fancy it, to be honest. So, yeah, unlucky, I think.
It was very, very unlucky, especially with Nori, obviously mine's too, but Wolves are just dog shit at the moment. Apart from Cunha's goal, they're all over the shop. The one thing which was a real trick, which you were doing pretty bad up until Sunday, because at Sunday night it's bonus points, because Palmer got another cheeky bonus point out of nowhere.
Thank God.
And then Nicholas Jackson got an extra cheeky bonus point out of nowhere, and it's just like I said it on Blue Sky. I was just like, right. Who the hell in the FPL towers has got Chelsea assets? Because it's just unacceptable. It's a few times now that they've had cheeky little extra bonus points, being like, "Oh, I didn't captain Salah."
It's my new part-time job. Just do a little Sunday night shift. Just things are tight at the moment. Just popping in to help out. Where are you at with your team going forward, then, mate?
So, I have already made my transfer, and believe it or not, I had this transfer locked in before the Manchester United result. It was between one of two people, and I brought in for Garnacho because his minutes have been tricky, and he was holding quite a lot of money, over 6 mil. I wanted to downgrade him to as low as I could go, either a Morgan Rogers or an Ahmed or anyone around the 5, I'm not a Wemby, but yeah, it was Ahmed or I can't think of it, or Rogers. I think I was going to go for, or someone else.
Enzo,
thanks, mate. Enzo, and it was between one of those two, and then I was like, after the Ahmed got after how well he played, and it looks like he's more locked into that United side. I'm just going to go with it. So I brought him in straight away before his price rise, for 5.1, which now allows me a little bit of more money, because I'm in mind of Liverpool's double game week coming up and great fixtures. Trying to get to Isak, I don't know how I'm going to do it.
Mate, it's the same for me. I can't get there. I really want to get there.
I've got a plan. So yeah, Garnacho to Ahmad. Cunha I've got one more free transfer in the bank, and I might go Cunha to Wood or someone, because I don't want to take a hit to get to him. But if I was going to take a hit to get to Isak, which I am tempted to do you know who I'm going to get rid of? You know who I hate, who never returns for me.
Oh, Saka.
Yeah.
Shit, bro.
I'm not going to do it because I know the fixtures are good. I'm not an idiot, and I know he's due to a haul at any point. But I am so tempted. I'm so tempted because, and I know as soon as I do, if the world of FPL managers can personally pat me on the back, because he'll get like a 20-pointer. But if I have him in my team, he doesn't do fucking anything, ever. It's so annoying.
Mate, it's the same for me. He's one of those players where he chips in, but he does go on these little cold streaks where he is frustrating, and it's a little bit of Arsenal more than anything. They've kind of lost their creativity in front of goal. If you look at all their recent goals, they've all been from the corner flag. Do you know what I mean? Pretty much, they're not really scoring from open play. Havertz, that's the thing. Havertz just hasn't been the outlet that he was last season.
Nothing.
So
anyway, yeah. So that's where I'm at. So what? So you thinking? What are your transfers, brother?
So yeah, I've also made an early transfer. Because Ryan Aït-Nouri is now out of the next game, and also Wolves fixtures are now kaput. Their good run ends. For Wolves. After Leicester, it's Man United, Tottenham, Forest, Newcastle, Chelsea, Arsenal, Villa, Liverpool. That's disgusting. There's nothing. Even if they were playing half decent, they wouldn't be fixtures that you'd be targeting. But they're not playing half decent. They're playing utter dog shit. He's out. He's pissed me off. And although I don't need this transfer next week, I've got in Lewis Hall. I think ordinarily, right, if you're coming in cold to Lewis Hall, I don't think now is particularly the time to buy him.
Yeah.
Because it's Ipswich, then it's Villa, Man United, Tottenham. But the thing is for me, because I've got Anthony Robertson, I've also got Timber and Trent. Basically, I'm going to always play 3 at the back, and I want someone to rotate with Anthony Robinson. So basically, I've looked at which teams I can dovetail with Fulham, and that turns out that it's going to be Newcastle. I've got Robinson this week against Southampton. Fulham have got Chelsea next week, so I can chuck Hall in for home at Villa. Then Hall's away to Manchester United. I can throw him back to Fulham for Bournemouth. Then they've got Ipswich, West Ham, Leicester. Then game week 23 when they go to Man United, I can throw him back to Newcastle. They've got Southampton, then they've got Fulham. Then Newcastle play Man City. I can throw him back to Fulham for Nottingham Forest, Palace, Wolves, Brighton. So there's a really nice dovetailing between Fulham and Newcastle assets.
Absolutely.
It was an easy move because Ryan Nouri went down, Hall was going up, that 0.2 swing wasn't worth it. I just got it done, and I'm done going into this weekend.
Nice.
This week coming is Emil Smith-Rowe's Last Chance Saloon. That guy's, he's not really getting the minutes at the moment. Didn't start against Liverpool. He came on, but he's getting subbed off quite a lot. He's still struggling for fitness. He's not a 90-minute man by any stretch, and he does go quiet in games. But home to Southampton, this is it. And then next week he could be out. I think next week, and I'll be looking. I've got a view to either downgrade as you've done, so like Ahmad and Enzo. But what I also quite like the look of is Kulusevski. He's been really impressing me this season. I think it's been Tottenham that's been putting me off, but when Tottenham are on it, like they were last weekend, we know that they're one of the most attacking sides in the league, and Kulusevski is very much involved in a lot of their play, so he's someone I'll be looking to get in. But Larsson's also on the chopping block. He's someone who's going to be going out soon, and I wouldn't mind swapping him out for Raul Jimenez potentially next week when Fulham are playing. Oh, Chelsea, maybe not. Maybe the week after. Maybe Kulusevski, and then I get Raul Jimenez in for Bournemouth, maybe in game week 19.
Yeah, I like that.
They're the 2 players that are bugging me and my team. Otherwise, I'm quite content, really.
Yeah, no, I'm similar with the kind of rotation with Hall, but with Lewis. I was going to try and get rid of Lewis from Man City because obviously it's Man City. But one thing that I picked up on, well, I say I picked up on, I've just stolen this from a different content creator, is the fact of Lewis Hall's, Man City's games going forward. They've got a lot of early fixtures on Saturday. And so fingers crossed we'll be getting, and we usually get some good team leaks. I think I heard that as well. Isn't it like the next 3 or 4 weeks? The early kickoff? I believe so, which isn't great, obviously, because, well, for City fans, because you're a City fan, and 2, that... Sorry,
City fans. Sorry about Will.
I'm not sorry, what I'm so not sorry. We need to talk about Hoyland's poem to Carl Walker. That's not. But yeah, they're knowing that Lewis is going to potentially get some early team news, and if he gets started, he rotates really nicely with Lewis Hall and also with my players with Pau Torres. So I was going to get rid of him, but now I'm like, I've just got to make it work. Like, I think I'm going to keep him, and then in the future, I think I'm going to roll next week, but in the future, I think Saka could go and Isak could come in, and a Liverpool asset.
The thing is with Isak, like I did look at him this week, as I mentioned, like Newcastle, after they've got Ipswich, the next kind of like 4 fixtures aren't so great.
No, but then it gets tasty. Again.
Then it gets good. So game week 21.
That's
Isak time. That is Isak time.
I'm exactly the same bloke.
But anyway, that's also game week 21. That was also Bruno time for me. So it's like that's 2 big assets. Something's got to give. Something's got to give. Yeah.
Saka.
Could be Bukayo Saka. Right. We've talked a lot. Let's quickly cap off with captain picks going into game week 17. I'll start if you want, mate.
Yeah, go for it.
Because I know where I'm doing.
Yeah, go for it.
I'm going Mo Salah. It's away to Spurs. But I think there's going to be goals in this game for both sides. Mo Salah will be involved in most of that. I know it's not an easy fixture, but I fancy it. I think, he's locked in for me.
Same. Keep it simple. Exactly what you said. And Tottenham's defence, albeit they did pretty well over previous weeks, they've got some people missing, namely their left back, and that is got Mo Salah licking his lips surely to score or be involved in everything that goes on or anything that goes on. Captain Salah.
Other options that you could be looking at, obviously Cole Palmer away to Everton. I think, had it not been for the Arsenal fixture last week where they shut out Arsenal, probably 90% of engaged managers would have been throwing it on Palmer, to be honest, for that fixture. But now everyone's they're checking themselves. Saka away to Palace, London derby, that'll be feisty. There'll be goals in that. And then Isak, we don't own, away to Ipswich is a great fixture if you're an Isak owner. So he's definitely someone you could be looking at, because that guy, obviously he's scoring, but he's looking so sharp. His all-round play is very impressive. He's a cut above pretty much every other striker in the league at the moment, to be honest with you. Like, he's really, really firing right now. He is hot. Right. So that leaves nothing else to do but test the knowledge of Big Willie and do footballer 20 questions.
Oh gosh.
Okay, I'm going to test you this week, Will.
Okay.
Gettable, very gettable. Definitely not as easy as the one you gave me last week. It was very charitable, I thought.
Well,
Will's got some squeaky floorboards.
that was
ready?
the dog. Yeah, all right, I'm ready. You ready?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Okay. So did this player... Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Does this player currently play in the Premier League?
No.
No. Okay. So is this player retired? I nearly said something else then. God. Sorry, let me ask that again. So is this
He is
player...
retired. He is retired. I'll
Okay.
save you. Mate.
Okay. Is this player English?
Yes.
Ooh. Capitals. Okay. Does this player play for one... I still will laugh at this. One of the big six teams, which are Arsenal, Chelsea, Liverpool, Man City, Manchester United, and kind of Tottenham.
Did he play for any of those teams? The
Yeah.
answer is no.
Oh, gosh. Okay, that was question 4.
Yes, it was.
Was this player a midfielder?
Yes.
Oh, that's just saved me like multiple questions.
It has, isn't it?
Okay, has this player... If this is a yes, right, I think I've already got it. Has this player ever won the Premier League?
Hang on a second. Didn't you ask if he'd ever played
For one
of the big six? Okay, so you're basically asking if he's played for Leicester or Blackburn, essentially. He has not won the Premier League.
Okay. The answer was no. Right. Has this player ever played for England? Like our national team?
No.
Oh.
I will give you a free bit of information. He has appeared for England under-21s on 2 occasions.
Yeah, that's not going to help me. Oh, it does help me.
That's why I gave it to you for free.
Has he? Did he play for any of like the London clubs?
Has he played for a London club? The answer is yes. That is 8 questions, William.
Has he ever played for more than one Premier League club? Right, so
I'm going to give you, very
Sorry.
quickly, I'm going to
Yeah.
give you another bit of free information.
I don't
Stand
want
by,
it.
right?
I don't think I want it.
This is not going to help you. It's probably going to throw you off. I love it, right? One of his middle names is Jance. With a J. Rhymes with dance.
What?
I honestly, do yourself a favour and just ignore I ever said that. It's not going to help.
Jance, dance with a J.
Correct.
Okay. Would this be? Oh, here's a question. Would this player in the midfield would he be known for his attacking threat?
No.
So London clubs take away Chelsea, Arsenal, to probably be Tottenham.
You said Tottenham as one of your teams, no?
Yeah, well, Tottenham is one of the big six, but
That was one of the teams you reeled off earlier.
Yeah, but hasn't. But I also asked if they'd won the Premier League, and you said no, so that could still be Tottenham.
No, because you were like, has he played for one of the following clubs? And at the end, you gave me a weird thumb and you went, Tottenham.
Yeah, because I said one of the top six, the big six, and I was like, Tottenham.
Here's a third bit of free information. He didn't fucking play for Spurs, all right?
Thanks. Okay, so the other London clubs, to which there are loads, Brentford, Fulham, West Ham, Crystal Palace. That's it. Oh, I need to get the time. There are more London clubs that have been Brentford, Fulham, West Ham. I feel like it's a West Ham player. Has he retired within the last, let's say, 5 years? Did he retire before 2019?
He retired before 2019.
Okay, that helps. What am I on now? I've lost track.
That's 11.
Oh, I need to get his team, don't I? Brentford.
Get the team, mate. Get the team right, and then you'll be Johnson.
Yeah.
He's gone.
Oh. Does he play for either Fulham or Brentford? Did he play for either Fulham or Brentford?
No.
Okay, so Crystal Palace, West Ham. Okay.
Bit of a waste bringing Brentford into this if he retired before 2019.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, good point.
8 questions remain, and a
Really? Wait, so Crystal Palace, West Ham. Can I look at the Championship League?
No.
Oh, what?
No. I mean, yeah, fuck it, go on. Let's speed things up, mate. See what I mean?
Nah. Queen's Park Rangers. Oh, you arsehole. You arsehole. If it's gonna be if it's like Sean Wright Phillips or someone like that. Played for under 21s England. Doesn't necessarily mean that he played for England. Could have played for England now. Could have then moved to like Wales or Ireland. Gives nothing away. He gives nothing away.
Mate, just ask if he played for another fucking London team, will ya? You're going to have to burn a question. You've got 8 left.
Okay, did he play for West Ham?
Yes, for fuck's sake. He played for
Yes.
West Ham.
Okay. I knew it was going to be West Ham. I should have just
You knew it ages ago, mate. Like, West Ham's been in the Premier League for fucking ever. Of course it was like they were going to have a chance.
Okay, West Ham. Is he now involved in their is he still involved with West Ham? And I'm talking like a coach or like of some description.
No.
Like I've just got like Nolan, but I think he retired only a few years ago. Did he finish his career at West Ham?
He did not.
I Just my brain is. Did he play the majority of his career at West Ham?
No.
Okay. I need to find this other club. I don't know. Did he play for Newcastle?
Yes.
Shut up. Literally the only team. I was like, I could have got a decent team that's been in the Premier League for a while. Didn't win the Premier League. I literally can't think of anyone like for West Ham. All I've got is like Kevin Nolan is my only player that I can think of as like my go-to player, but he's West Ham's coach now. I think I genuinely have no idea. West Ham, Newcastle. What about that guy? You did say it was going to be tricky. The only other person I can think of is the person who got into those two fellas that got into a ruckus for Newcastle. They started fighting each other.
Do you know what? Funnily enough, I was honestly thinking about giving him to you. I've actually just given that away. That it's not one of those two guys. Actually.
No, that's fine. But yeah,
I was gonna give you Lee Bowyer.
Oh, Lee Bowyer, yeah, that would have. I would, even if that was it, I would never have got his name out my mouth. No way, not a chance in hell. Who was the other fella Who was the other player?
Kieran Dyer.
Oh yeah, I don't know how many questions am I on.
You've got 3 left and a guess.
Okay.
This has taken forever. Nope. No, babe, we're still recording the pod. Will can't figure this out. He can't guess who the football player is. We're still here. I know. It's gone on forever.
I give up. Okay, I'm just going to
give us a guess.
Okay, Kevin Nolan.
Kevin Nolan is correct. Well done, Will.
But Kevin Nolan is West Ham's coach.
He went with David Moyes.
Did he?
Yes. He is no longer a coach at West Ham. He is now coaching the England under-20s, I believe. Yeah, under-20s. He is interim assistant head coach of England under-20s. Kevin Anthony Jance Nolan, born the 24th of June 1982, born in Liverpool, made 296 appearances for Bolton Wanderers before moving to Newcastle, where he made 18 appearances, scoring 29 goals. Then he moved to West Ham, 141 appearances, 30 goals, before moving to Leyton Orient, finishing his career there, becoming player manager, managing Notts County, went back to West Ham, and now you can find him in the England setup for the under-20s. Well done, Will. That took 3 days, but somehow you got there. Incredible stuff.
I'm just so thrown by the fact of just a simple phrase, like a question of like, if I said, did he coach West Ham, then I would just been Kevin Nolan.
Yeah.
I thought he was still, I could have sworn I saw him the other day.
Yeah.
2 years ago.
couple of years ago, mate. Right, well done. Right, let's wrap this up. For God's sake. Well done, mate. Well done, everyone. If there's anybody still listening, congratulations to you. And good luck this weekend in game week 17. If you've enjoyed the show, please give us 5 stars on Apple or Spotify. Follow us at Tom and Will FPL. Let us know what you thought about today's show. Let us know if you got Kevin Nolan after 5 questions and had to sit through Will just sifting around for like another 45 minutes or so. Will, last things from you?
No.
Good. Excellent. That's enough out of that guy. Enjoy yourselves, guys. That's a wrap. Hit the music.